it's going to be smaller than what it like was claiming to be recently, kind of thing. So we've got like a bit of the shrinkflation as well as like the increases of price. So you get less for a lot more money, kind of thing, which does suck. But yeah, like Easter and shit. Easter, like, we didn't really like do much with that. Because like eggs and shit, like if you wanted a bunny, I think you were looking at like probably $20-ish kind of thing. I'm talking about like a chocolate bunny kind of thing. Like a lot of it was all like half priced and stuff to make it like close to like 17 bucks or whatever. But like it was still kind of shit out there, you know? The more creative stuff was like closer to like 30-40 bucks. The thing. So I don't know how many people were really celebrating Easter in like the sense of like chocolate and stuff for, you know, families and crap, you know. There we go. Same here in Germany, we currently have an inflation rate of 2.7. I don't know what our rate is. Generally speaking, I don't really go into like current world topics and stuff mostly, but yeah, shit's just been getting like more and more expensive over the last couple of years. Kind of wanted to go up first because that door is registering as actually shut, so we'll come back down to that in a minute. Yeah, I thought so. This area looked like it was open up here, so I'm like, I'd rather come up here just real quick and fight these guys instead of going into an enclosed room. Hey mate, can you run over that for a second? I should also be doing like passive additional poison damage. That is open. And that one's open too. I hear something shifting around and then we'll go this way first. Hold on, corpse. There we go. Alright, what's going on in this room? Because I can hear stuff scurrying.
I can't carry
I'm
anymore.
probably not going to be able to carry shit. Yeah, chuck that in there, chuck that in there. Set some shit on fire to help him for a second.
I'm overloaded.
Yes, I am. I could probably carry the Tajay if it's small enough. We'll come back, mate. Don't you worry. You'll fight those bugs in a hot second. There we go.
Good to see you.
Identify some crap. And what was the amulet? Extra gold for monsters. It's not better than lightning resistance, but I appreciate that. I also don't have one of those to merge, so we get rid of all of this stuff. I think I paid 100. I'm gonna guess that's euros for 35 liters of gasoline. Bill, what's the bill go on the wall? Yeah, I'm not going to get into like current world event sort of stuff, but I'm like, my car doesn't even run, which is good because the last time I bought fuel was probably back just after COVID, and it was like 70 something bucks back then because my car's a V6, so it uses a lot of fuel. This is a 30 defense versus 21, which is a shame because this is a half restoration and resistance is a 6. 10% faster hit recovery, 18 enhanced defense, poison resistance is 9. I kind of wish that this thing was a little bit stronger on the defense side of it because it's not good enough to swap. The half freeze duration combined with the half freeze duration would mean I'd barely be getting frozen, which would be super useful up against Duriel because he will freeze the ever-loving shit out of us. Get rid of those. And I think we're otherwise good for stuff. There is 0. Yeah, I kind of figured. I didn't really do like world history stuff with school and whatnot. So like, I know it's like currency and stuff, but like I didn't learn like world currencies. Like I said, even back in high school, I knew I wasn't going to be like traveling. So I didn't. We also didn't really have like a huge like online economy then either. I'm not going to say like economy in a sense. I mean like as in like online trading and stuff. Like you couldn't really super just go online and buy shit. It wasn't really much of a thing. So I'm like, back when I was in school, I'm like, I have no reason to need to know this information. And I'm like, obviously shit's changed a little bit now, but I'm like, I'm never 100% sure when I look at like specific like currencies and stuff. Oh, hello, you're Bane Grim, the unclean, extra strong undead. Yeah, you'll be right. He wasn't that strong.
I can't carry anymore.
I might have space. Perhaps. If I could find something to identify the... Well, there's a jewel too. I was going to say if I could identify the little thing, that would be great, but I don't have space for that. Are you going to chuck that over there? Do I have extra space in here? I sort of do. I don't really have like a lot of spare inventory space. Let's move it that way. That way in case I get something else I can maybe put it there. I do like how they look like they come into like existence here because they look like they're poisoned when they arrive, which is kind of a bit of a, you know, a red flag when they walk in the room. It's like they're gonna do poison, you know. What's it? Is euro? It's pound. It's all, you know, all the different ones. I think that's fair. Let's go find out what was behind the door down here because I can hear scurrying. There we go. Alright. I'm not gonna be able to pick up that fucking axe, I don't think.
Can't carry anymore.
I also don't know what that was. Zombie heads are 4 space, so inventory is full and that's going to get sold too. So we will have to go back. There is a broad axe just outside of here. Unfortunately, I can't pick it up. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Yeah, I roughly know of like some currencies and stuff like that, but it's the extra gold from monsters. I don't need to keep that one. Sell that, get rid of that. Cold resistance. I don't need none of those. This is 5 to maximum damage, which I'm not going to keep. And I do need to find a town scroll. I obviously have to go buy one, obviously not find one. So I might as well go sell them with Drogonen. And because I mean, he's like, I was going to say he's in inventory too, but I'm like, he's technically somebody I can sell shit to and buy stuff from, right? So I don't have to sit there and like fully sell everything with Farah if I know I'm going to go up to him. But yeah, off we go. I'd like to find her a better helm again. Like visually, I'd like to find her a better helm because we got her a better helm, but like it kind of just looks like very encased. Don't open the doors, mate. I think this one's going to take us back over that way, so let's start down this way. I can hear you guys. I can hear you guys stacking up through here. There we go. Alright. Oh, no. That is a nope room. I know one of those fires is not mine. Like how I'm just like hitting from like one to another, just like running through it. I think I hit like 3 or 4 of them as I ran through. It was funny. Open ass door. There's you two, but you're next to a. You still alive. I'm not worried about that, surprisingly. Give me a stash. Give me that. I can hear beetles. Yeah, I can see you guys. There's a well up here. There's another door that goes upwards, but I guess we got to go downwards to kill you guys because this is already open. Which is not ideal, but this is fine. I get you two as dead as I can. Because this is probably gonna be a little enclosed space, isn't it? Yeah. I need you guys. Are you guys stuck on something? You're not coming to me, which is kind of useful, and I think Elzia might have just leveled. And you good? You good, mate? No? You got another one of these guys. I keep getting stuck behind stuff and then I can't cast behind it. Alright, mate. That's okay. We'll set you on fire. There's no need to be like all pissy about it. Jesus. There we go. Alright. He like was trying to set us on fire through this. And you can't set us on fire through that. It's a solid wall, even though it doesn't look like it. So, yeah. I will stretch.
I can't carry anymore.
As soon as I shove some stuff, not that stuff, give me that. Put those two and that in there because it fits better. Maybe that. Actually, no. Put that one. Give me this. Give that. There we go. Now we got space. Now I'll stretch. Oh man, that was my knuckles, by the way. And I got my shoulder crunch then too, so it probably needed it. We'll go straight up, I reckon. We'll go straight up in this because I think the other way is going to walk us back. Although, urns, too cute. Although this is the temple, by the way. We are in the temple we're supposed to be in, so eventually I should be paying a little bit more attention to this because we're going to eventually walk into like a real danger noodle room. And I think that's down there. I feel like it's down that way. So we'll see how we go with pathing this back because we're going to go up and down and sideways here. That looks like that's not the room, but oh hello, Deathbender. We've got what, fire enchanted and undead. Oh not obviously getting exploded and fucking poisoned. That was not necessarily nice. Just saying. Chip diamond, I don't need your diamond. I kind of want to zip back around this corner to get this room because I don't think it goes off anywhere else. Oh, there's a few of this in here. Fine. As long as I'm not standing on the lightning, or on the fire, I mean. I gotta admit, it's nice not to be concerned about the lightning for a minute. Don't go that way, you bastard. And we're not going over there yet. We are going back down here because... Hold on, let me get that corner properly. There we go. Because this goes downwards. Leave it alone, mate. Mate's like out here ready to fucking go to war on friggin' overlords in the corner there, and I'm just like, can you leave them alone for 5 minutes? Because there's overlords down here to kill. This is essentially there's overlords at home to kill, and he's out here trying to get fucking takeaway. You know? It's fine. he's got a cool lord to kill. He's fine. He's found his one. You guys, come here. Alright, I'll help you with that one. Alright, we'll leave that row, we'll come back up that way, I reckon. I am probably really overburdened. We'll go back because we're starting to get dangerously good health, which means we are getting closer to where we want to go, and I don't have space to be keeping said health because, as you can see, we're a little bit full up with like rejuvenations and other shit. Now, I will be selling that. Give me the extra good health. I'll pop that one in there too. So I've got like spare shit. I've got these for health. We'll keep those on me. Health and mana, I mean. So we'll keep those for the minute because I'm obviously probably pathing to what's his face. Resistances. I also don't think I went and said hi to Kane to identify stuff. This is okay. Sell all this because I can't fit in my inventory. I do need another town portal thing. I'm not finding good shit, which is a bit of a shame. Repair my crap, put that in there. Obviously, I'm not going to walk straight into where Jarul is, right? I do actually have to give up my stuff and then like make a decision about that fight and crap, right? And I'll clear like the whole temple first before I go into him. But there is still a chance that I'm going to accidentally path my ass straight down into wherever like that room is, and that room should probably be full of like danger noodle enemies, you know. So if I can, I want to try to have that as like, whoops, wrong thing, the last kind of spot I go to. This looks like I'm going to it. Okay, if this has still got it down, oh hello, hold on. There's too many of you guys just swamped me then because I accidentally walked into the cluster. Alright, Chris. Alright, okay, cool. Oh, there is still one of his spare arrows. Now, I'm gonna path upwards because I feel like down is where we want to go. It's either down or it's over. It's one of the two. We'll come back to that. Leave it alone, Elsia. We've got this room and plenty of scarabs to boop. There's scarabs everywhere that need booping. It's like an issue with these temples, you know? They haven't been booped in probably fucking millennia for all we know. Where does this go? This is a dead room? Dead room. Alright. This looks like it's going to path us back up to... Hello. I don't know if you're over here, mate. Fine. She can mostly seemingly like tank a lot of this. It's kind of nice. I want to pick up the money if I can before I move forwards. She won't fucking pick it up for some reason. Oh, there we go. That would be why. Chuck that in there, love. Like that. When it's only those guys, they're not too bad. I'm not too worried about them. You. It's mostly the scarabs, because usually, at least when we've been playing Kelly, she's weak to fucking lightning. So seeing all this lightning has been like deeply concerning. Okay, this is that dead center room. Well, we get the top bit of this. Is that there's going to be an enemy between here and that door? There isn't. Okay, so this merges back down. Hi, mate. This merges back down to where we were kind of going to path back, which was where... Hold on, you dropped something.
I am overburdened.
Probably. Yes. I'm not like fully full up in my inventory, but I am genuinely can't pick it up, which kind of sucks. So because I know I've got to get a thingy, and I've also used up obviously the good health in that time we were there, which was fine.
Approach and let's trade.
Let's get rid of, that's not identified. I might be able to merge that. Give me that. I think I have mana. Let's go get Kane.
Yes.
Hey, mate.
It is an
What was that? That's fine. I don't have the thing to merge with that, which sucks, and I don't have the space to hold on to it at the moment, so it will have to go. And do I have anything else in here? Probably. There we go. It's a shame that, like, the, I haven't got, like, a good scythe or anything yet, because I definitely do use scythes at some point. I feel like they're more common to get here, but I may get it in, like, fucking Nightmare or something. Alright, so we came back up and through here. Fueling shrine, we didn't get that, and we didn't get to cut into here, this room. This is where we missed, because we ran kind of like around the outskirts of this room, but we didn't actually run into or through said room. There we go. Okay, so that's all connected back up. There looks like there's a room down there, so this is going to keep going for a bit. I'm just really close to like the bottom area here, and I feel like it's down. How much of this have we got? There's probably going to be a room above us. Might as well just go down, because we're right here. Like, if I have to run back over and do that part again anyway, I'll run over and I'll do that part anyway. You know, it ain't going to be a problem. Whatever we encounter down here is whatever we encounter. It obviously, like, loops back around itself a little bit. There's a super big shield. Set them on fire and let me move. I want to set that over there on fire if I can. Yeah, I probably don't have enough mana, but this is okay. That was not quite where I wanted to put that fire, you know. There we go. This looks like it's just like one of those like pass-through rooms. Crystal sword, urn, extra urn, chest. There we go. Alright, what else we got? I probably don't have space for the chainmail. We'll see. Chuck that in there. Ethereal cannot be repaired, so that's not useful. You move down. I can't move that over. I can move this one over. Move that into there. That's a really shit mana situation right there. Get that chainmail. Okay, I think that's all I can, like, carry, give or take. Maybe a little bit more. I can hear... I was gonna say, I'm like, I can hear a lot of mummies. And there was a potion there. Oh, a ring. Oh, hold on a second. That's a fancy ring. But put that in there. I don't want to lose that one. I can't identify it yet, and I don't have an empty enough inventory to go straight back to town. Could you imagine if the next thing I pick up is like a scroll of identification? But that's a fancy ring that I kind of hope it's like a Ravenfrost ring, but probably not. Knowing my odds and stuff so far has been like real low. I can pick that up in the money. We are gonna have to go back to town. Yeah, there's chain gloves and stuff here. Oh, I found the room.
Not enough mana.
Yeah. No, don't you go up into the room, mate. Don't you go up into a room. I don't think there's a fucking boss dude in there, I don't think, but like, we found the room.
Good evening.
Okay, I want to sell gloves. 6 to life. I'm only finding like ones that do 6 to life, which is a bit piddly. Now, get rid of that one.
Impossible.
Yeah, not trying to sell that, love. Get rid of these. I probably could have swapped that over, but this is fine. I want to see what that ring is. Nagel ring. Sorry, Nagel ring. Jesus. 51 attack rating, magic damage reduced by 3, attacker takes damage at 3, 15% chance of getting better magical items. And that's okay. If I've got one that's doing magical items, I could swap it for it. This is giving me life, dexterity, attack rating, mana, fire resistance, magic damage reduced, 2 to life, and poison resistant 11. Like, stat-wise, this thing's kind of better than that, and it's a fancy ring, but it's not resistance reduced better, so I'm still going to sell it. It's about 3,000. It is nice to get like a fancy ring at some point. I haven't really got one so far. Like, I've really just got like normal magic ones at this point. To see, you know, a more like unique one is kind of neat, considering I'm not really coming across that. I have mana in my stash. I'm gonna use that because fuck knows we don't have space in my stash. So there we go. Alright, So basically I'm right at that fucking room, so I've got to go and clear out like the rest of this goddamn temple. Which is fine. I don't think that there's a special in here. I don't think. But like, I don't remember. I just gotta be careful not to accidentally fucking put my Herodric staff into this thing, because I still need it as a weapon. Although, honestly, a little bit of experience with my other weapons would be good before I fight him, but I'll come back to this room, don't you worry about it. I fucking told you it felt like it was down. I'm like, oh, there's a special room over here. I'm like, I look at the rest of this place and I'm like, oh, I betcha it's probably not, you know, the room I'm going to. It's probably like this. I'll just path down. I'm like, nope, it's the fucking room. Because I have this bad habit of like fucking pathing directly to where I need to go. I'm like, it felt like it was down, and I'm like, it was down. We've got this side one, and then we got that whole sideways bit to go through. So yeah, hold on, let me get that healing. Sorry. I don't really mind that I path to where I'm supposed to be going. I prefer to path to it after I've cleared out the place though, because I feel like I'm doing a lot of backtracking, and something like that specific room doesn't light up on the map as well. So if I was to like finish this and I wasn't paying 100% attention, I may not necessarily remember that that's where I'm supposed to go. And I can guarantee you, when I was a kid, I would have moments where I'm not paying like full attention, or like I said, like I fuck off and do something for a bit and forget that I was playing. And yeah, I come back and be like, where is this thing? It's like with the staircases you get out in, what's it called? The Fire Oasis, where you have, like, they almost blend in. Mate, stop setting me on fire. I probably can't carry anything else, actually. Hold on, I can carry, like, one row of something. Like a just barely situation. Great axe. None of those are a row of one. There's something shining up here. What is it? Stamina potion, the bolt. I can take that. Alright, well, we'll go back. And we'll sell up this stuff. I could... When I do have to go back in, I'm gonna have to either have my other armor on me. Not my other armor, I mean my other weapon. I will have to put that on me. Or, I'll have to do it and then come back out. We'll see what happens with that. We got nothing useful. And I've already got other shit. Okay. Chuck that away. That's gonna give us space though, really soon. Should be nice. Inventory space, stash space. Need this stuff. Alright. This should go up sideways a little bit to one of those like dead rooms, I think. Like the tunnels, I feel like. Or, no, it's gonna path back to that, sorry. That's fine. So, oh, hello. Got danger noodle fucking room in here. What are you guys doing? Sending off electricity friggin' everywhere. There's another ring though. Mate. I love how dramatically she turns around and fucking absolutely clobbers them. It is beautiful. Have you got... Oh, that is also beautiful. I don't have extra space for it, but chuck that in there. I don't have space for the shield. The ring can sit in the cube for the minute. Arrows. I'm not going to have space for that. We'll have to go back. I could merge the arrows and it would give me maybe just enough space to be able to bring home the bow, but kind of also maybe not. So I do want to know what that ring is. Get rid of these. Can't wear none of that. What is the ring? Attack rating. Everything has given me a lot of attack rating. It's just not something I'm going to use. I do need to get health. I can get health from Lysander here.
Nothing the right portion can't cure.
Alright, we'll get back in. It's nice that like we've got at least a level as well. Like I'm not going to get probably another level running around in this place, I don't think. We'll connect back to this. I know I haven't fully like cleared out that room, but I know that this connects. So we're good. That is also connecting up there too by the look of it. So I guess we'll go upwards before we go sideways because it's clearly going to go up anyway. Hold on. Honey. That really sounded a lot more like Mr. Krabs money for a second there. And rings. Rings are dropping like fucking hotcakes here at the moment, which I'm not too sure why. Oh, this kind of like path back to itself as is. Alright. Okay, well this didn't go very far on this side either. And she's out of stamina again. Neat. Okay, then there's only like a short room off, like, well, I say short, but it could like path all the way back down here for all I know. So we've got this way to go. She's so out of stamina. I gotta admit, when she stops running for a moment and she starts walking while her stamina's out, it does give her a chance to like come back, which is neat. Alright, set everybody here on fire. You too. He'll be right for a second. Honestly, she's not even getting poisoned that badly, which is good. I'm chopping that up to all of her resistances, you know. Get this room. Is there anything else in it? No. Okay, we got the whole place. It's time to go down to that area. She doesn't have stamina, so it's going to be a bit of a slow walk. There you go. Yeah, she's going to run out of stamina again. Alright, I'll let her walk back down here while she's out of stamina because it will let it build up. I will probably teleport her home first, grab her gear. I'll have to have a look at which one of the stuff I've got for her for it. And then we'll have to leave the heroic stuff in our inventory to be able to do the thing down here. She's got her stamina back now, so I can run again. Whoa, there's a wall there. Like, I do like how this room looks. It's very pretty. Alright, leave that shit there. Let's go back. Try not to sneeze as well in the background here.
Good to see you.
What did I get then? Got attack rating, light radius, not keeping that. Cold resistant 27% could be monumental going into there. Versus poison resistant 11. These are useless. I wish they'd stop giving me them. Let's see, fire resistant versus poison resistant is 6 to 2. Is that the same as what I've got? 11 to 2 life versus strength. I can't remember. I think strength does something else. Yeah, strength does fucking attack rating as well. Alright, so fire resistant 5%. I'm not gonna need that anytime soon. Versus backup a poison resistant, strength and health. Right. So I'll get rid of the maximum damage and this cold resistance though. I do want to use that. That's what I was swapping this over for. So I can have like heavy duty cold resistance plus the half freeze duration. We're maxed out on cold resistance. I should be good up against Duriel. We never got the Raven Frost ring, so this is fine. And that was like light radius and shit. Okay, so I am gonna need a town portal. I'm probably gonna need a couple of town portals. Honestly, I need this to be out of there. So I'm probably gonna use a shield because I think I can use it with both of these. Yeah, I can use it with both. So what do I want to use? A 4 to 14 enhanced damage, minimum damage, bonus to attack rating, chance of crushing blow, 25 defense and light radius, or 3 to 7 life stolen per hit, amplified damage, doesn't work on me. Knockback could be really useful. Energy, mana after each kill, and damage to undead. I think it's this one we're going to use. Even though this one does higher attack hit, this one's faster and it gives me more shit. So even though it does a weaker damage, I have a chance to knock back, which means I might survive, which means this will probably get sold. Or it is basically my only backup piece at the moment, which is a sword, which is not ideal. But I know that they were both very strong, and this was quite a strong weapon, so we'll see. I need a town portal, and we're gonna see how I go. What else does this do? Apart from knockback and mana, life stolen, yeah, no, that's better.
Day.
I just had to double check. I can't sell that. I need a town portal. I'm gonna go through these. I don't know if I'm gonna need mana or life or whatever. I guess we can take a couple of these with me. I don't think I'm going to get a chance to get into my inventory up against Drill, but we'll see because I can't necessarily be frozen. I sort of can, but I sort of can't, and I'll put probably a portal in there, honestly. This is so cool. Alright, I guess fucking boss battle. See how we go. I legitimately don't know. I think he's gonna die probably pretty quickly. I have to be in here helping you. I've given him some health. He dies, I've got to resurrect him just as much. He's kind of living. He's gonna die in a second.